View details. There it is. Running Oranguru, best Trick Room setter. Inner Focus, cannot get flinched, so it's also good against Rock Slide, which is very popular. Very unmanly. And then we got our boy Araquanid here, setting up big liquidations, some leech lives, a cheeky mirror coat here there, but mainly there for wide guard because Heat Wave, Earthquake, Rock Slide, a lot of other different spread moves that you just throw on a wide guard, you get a free attack off somebody. Pretty good. Araquanid's very strong with Water Bubble, even in Sun, which we do have in Torkoal with Drought. Run and Protect, Earth Power, Yawn, Heat Wave. Yawn I like for being able to just yawn, kind of threaten something by putting it to sleep if Trick Room runs out or just kind of a big threat. Earth Power because Sneasler, and that's good for some other kind of different types like some poisons, which we don't have a great answer to besides Oranguru. Really do like him, Trick Room Sidekick. Earth Power there for a little bit of coverage, and then with Heat Wave and Charcoal to do a little bit of damage. We like a little bit of spread damage ourselves. Takes us into Sharkeisha, who I have not used a lot on this team. I think I want to switch the item a little bit too. But Flip Turn, Wave Crash, Close Combat, Protect. Had Encore on there. Has a lot of really good moves, but Flip Turn, Wave Crash, Close Combat really good. And doubles feels very important to have Protect, especially when it's in its bigger hero form, because it's much more of a threat and people might try to target it some more. So Protect there, pretty good. And then Mega Villain. Kind of needed a Mega for this team, and he fits pretty well. Also, a secondary Grass type that can one offer Rage Powder, and then insane ability in leaving Moody on it, not Chlorophyll, because if we're setting up Trick Room sometimes, we want a insane Moody boost, and it can change a game if you get something really good like double special attack minus speed, which I actually did get in one game. So just doing huge amounts of damage. Leech Seed, Overheat, Protect, a lot of longevity there. And then Hydrapple, the one that this team, the glue, the captain. Running Giga Drain, Fickle Beam, Growth, Protect. Growth, I could honestly swap for Earth Power just to kind of have another guy with Earth coverage, which is really good, especially with Giga Drain and Fickle Beam. And then Fickle Beam has, I think it's like a 20 or 30% chance to go all out, which is 160 base power stronger than Draco Meteor, and you don't get -2 special attack. So it's very fun to see that go off every once in a while. And occasionally you get the Oranguru Instruct in a double Fickle Beam, and you're doing big damage. And if I don't bring Torkoal, because I kind of stopped bringing Torkoal with Araquanid, it would just kind of not be very great for my team, or kind of running that combo I kind of lost. So I didn't like how those guys meshed together. But in case we do get Sun, you can Growth for the double special attack, double attack, and then Fickle Beam, Giga Drain with a Focus Sash and Regenerator to maybe get that back on occasion and set up Bleach Sheep. But this is the team that I'm running. And let's go to the stats. Running max HP, a little bit of special attack, and then very good defense on Oranguru. Pretty much lifts anything and anything special defensively. It's going to hit it with, I don't know, a dark move. I don't know if there's anything running special dark moves right now. And then Hydrapple, a lot of health because he does have pretty good natural defenses there, but did go max special attack minus speed. Makes him slower than Oranguru in Trick Room, so he can actually Hydrapple can go first, and then Oranguru can instruct him. And that's actually with everybody in Trick Room besides Scoville and Oranguru can instruct, which is really good for our speed tiers in Trick Room. And then Araquanid, we got a little bulk, a lot of attack because people don't expect him to be hitting, but he got some hands on him. Didn't go a lot in HP, a lot in special defense and wide guard, and he's naturally got good defense into like fighting moves and stuff like that. So he's gonna resist most physical attacking moves, except for like flying. Flying's pretty good into this team. Flying type. Obviously, they can't really stop Trick Room because Mental Herb and Inner Focus. But overall, just kind of having fun with this team a little bit. Might switch up Sharkeisha to maybe be a Scarfer because I'm not too happy with the way that Mystic Water's doing. It's not doing a lot for you. Every once in a while, Lumberry is not bad in case we get a burn. But also being like one of the fastest, kind of being a fast speed control that I know I can swap out in and not die to like a close combat or something outspeed me without it also being Scarf, the better. And I know I got Protect. Trust me. I feel like it's still good on Scarf. We'll see. We'll see if it pays off. In case we need to Protect, maybe in baby form, and then just swap out. Could be for some good some good mind games maybe. All right, but let's take the team into a game. Over here in Ultra Ball, tier rank 3, you know, kind of working our way up. Kind of ass, you know, sometimes you make a play and you go, man, I wish I didn't make that play. But hey, it's all about learning. And I feel like I've played with this team at least 10 games if I just got the Hydrapple achievement. So let's see who we're fighting. The one thing I also don't really do good into is fairy types. I don't really have a solid answer, but if he's gonna set up, I definitely get a Trick Room off here. And then do I bring Araquanid in case he brings his Politoed? Or do I want to bring Scovillain? Hydrapple isn't really that great into this at all. But I think Araquanid is nice for strong water. And then I do need something for Arch. And maybe that's why I bring Hydrapple in the back. I just think I can't bring him. And then do I bring Torkoal to kind of just have weather? Nah, I like it. I like that. I think Araquanid's pretty good here, but I think having weather and you gotta bring Hydrapple. If he brings Scizor, it's over. All right, Hydrapple, I'll get you next game. And I know I said Torkoal and Araquanid are bad, but you know, in case he wins the Weather War, I got a little bit of something on my team. Politoed Admirer, yeah, that Politoed's coming out. Wonder if he's gonna Perish Song here. I think I just Trick Room and do I Wave Crash Gengar? No, I think I Flip Turn him. If he quashes me, that's like kind of unfortunate. Maybe I Protect here, but I don't know how he's playing yet. And I'd rather, if I'm getting Trick Room off, I'd rather swap out of Palafin and keep it in the back for speed control. And then I get something else in on what, Sludge. Yeah, he doesn't do a lot unless he could be Dazzle, I guess. But I still don't think he kills Oranguru in any shape or form. Okay, he protected, which is fine. I could have just hit Sableye instead. He fakes me out, so that's fine. I can actually hit him next turn. That works out great for me. And by great for me, I mean now I'm the fastest thing in Trick Room. He faked me out. Do I Encore his shit? And then ooh. I can still Protect, right? To bait? This is when Protect comes in big. He never saw it coming. Let's see. That could just be really bad. Oh! I forgot I'm not, Does that Mental Orb come in big? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, what if I Encored you, you Encore? What? How does it not affect him? That's interesting. Oh, I forgot. Oh my god, I'm so silly. I am so silly. Oh my god. Yeah, surely Choice Scarf 1 coming back. You get the Don't Protect. I get the double. Oh. That's completely fine, buddy. Let's rip that triple protect here, huh? Can you just please pair song something? Do something here. Swap out, like, you're not. He's not gaining much ground. I don't know. He's got to swap out right now, because if not, he's gonna just get hit by Psychic Gengar, and then a nasty protect by Sharkeisha. I'm getting a triple. Mm-hmm. Triple protect. Okay, that's perfect. That is perfect. You're super special defensive. Is it, why couldn't I, if I hit him with a double here. I hit him with a double here. Just because I can. Because he might also double. My weather. Okay, that's fine. Gengar comes in. Laugh. Oh, Araquanid. Murder it, murder it. Okay, do I double swap back? Or do I just rip some attacks? Bro, for real? I think he's just gonna follow me, so it's better to liquidate into it anyways. Even though Sun's up. And let Torkoal swap out. Because he's gonna bring Gengar in. If he brings Gengar in, I think I'd rather have Araquanid anyways. Because double protect into Palafin. I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world because I'm scarfed. But he brings out this guy, which is fine if I get encored into. Yeah, follow me. Pretty predictable. So it is a nice 30. And the defense, even if he's unaware, that works in my favor. So I set up the very obvious Trick Room and then swap into Palafin. No, I swap into Torkoal here. Because even if he brings in his guy, I get Weather and then I get Trick Room up and then I'm faster. Even if he wants to double protect, I get some Heat Wave Encore pressure. I get maybe a Psychic off into Gengar and wants to bring him out. And if not, Clef stays in and what dies, you swap out next turn. And then what? And then what? Yeah, just the easiest thing really against the Protect stuff or the Perish Trap Encore is just swapping out. Granted, it's keeping your Mons alive. And a lot of other hoo-ha. It's completely fine. A joke of an attack. Get Trick Room up. And we punish again pretty easy. I think we just go for the Instruct Heat Wave for the double. But what if he brings in Pelipper here, or Politoed here? Hit him with a double Instruct Yawn. Yeah, that's insane, huh? Let's remember what let's just pick Psychic here, and then I yawn into him in case they swap into Pelly, and try to keep. Yeah, that's fine. Or protect, whatever you want to do. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting about that. That's fine. I'll hit it again. I mean, can you stop this? I mean, can he stop this? He doesn't... yeah, I think I just protect to get speed control back, and then for a turn, I get it back for a turn, which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Oh no, we're gonna encore my shit? Oh, I'm so silly. So silly. Yeah, I'm screwed, huh? This encore's, Oh, he can't encore me. LOL. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I hit him with the earth. I just gotta start killing this thing. I can't just keep letting him hang out. If he swaps in a Politoed, that's fine. I'll take that. I'll get that off. He brings Politoed in now. Yeah, that's whatever. That's why I went for the Earth Power. Good coverage. 44. Parasong. Fine. I just gotta be careful of Encore because they actually both have Encore. No. No! He can Encore me easy. I mean... what do I do? I think I just gotta start ripping insane yawns. I don't know. Because if I protect, then he just encores me my shit, no? Okay, he can't encore both, right? So if he encores Oranguru, I just Trick Room. And then if he Weather Ball or kills Torkoal, then that's fine. I just get to swap into something. Like, I'm kind of... okay. Like, I'm kind of okay with this. Because he's going to Weather Ball. That's... I'm kind of fine with just losing Torkoal here. I really don't. It's not high on my priority list. He got Weather up. I got my Trick Room up. Oh no, I'm just kidding. I didn't get it up. But now, in the rain, we bring out Scarf Sharkeisha. Sharkeisha, no! Sharkeisha! He's not expecting the Scarf. He might, but there's no way he's expecting it. Plus, I'm faster. So, what if I instruct double Wave Crash? Because he can't protect. I think I just rip it. I think a flip turn wins me the game, but Wave Crash is just so much more swag. Plus, I want to see how much this does to Politoed and Rain. He could just protect with Politoed or Encore. I don't know if he would though, because I'm attacking him now. He could swap into... yeah, he could swap into Sableye, which is completely fine. Oh, Clef, please, thank you. Because I nuke him. Yup, see ya. See ya. That's my answer to fairies. Bring Sharkeisha. Bring Sharkeisha. He Parasong for... that's fine. I get off 2 Wave Crashes a turn, buddy. This ain't gonna last long. Close combat would have been good, but then I'd get blocked by the other 2. Taking down these 2, and then this guy comes back in. Oh my god! Down to 15? Does he just, what, bring him back in? Okay, Oranguru's down to 1. Does he just bring him back in and I can't swap out? And then Oranguru dies? Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. I get up. Trick Room. And he's protected here so many times. I think he's just gonna protect. He might be out of protects. I didn't count. But I think with a Araquanid in the back, if I get rid of Politoed, I can take care of Sableye because I don't think it's burnt any turns of sleep. I mean, he can't kill Oranguru. He can just keep encoring it, but he can't really do much to it, and that's fine. This is perfect too, because he's just gonna eventually run it. Yeah, he's gonna run out of stuff to stall, because it's gonna die. Yep. 1 is he's sashed. Well. I lived. Let's go. I Trick Room. And if he... Well, okay, he can't encore me. Oh, because I died. So, that's fine. Sharkeisha's down to 2. But I think he just KOs. Does Wide Guard stop Parasong? That'd be kind of insane, huh? But I have my Trick Room up, right? Yeah, that's completely okay. I just liquidate into this slot because whatever he's bringing in is gonna die, and then I wave crash into this guy on the after he dies because I'm slower. I think we can take this and KO with an extra. Oh no, Sharkeisha's gonna be slow. Sharkeisha only knows violence. Sharkeisha only knows violence. 1% save line in the rain. Don't care. Wave crash. And he just wasted Protect with Gengar's, what, number 4, number 5. He tries a double. Doesn't save him. And if I had somebody to swap out into, I could. But he's down on his last legs, and I think Araquanid wins the 1v on anybody. Nice. He doesn't even get to protect. Yeah. And then we double up into him next turn. Crit mattered. 1%. Rain stopped, and he brings out Politoed to get the rain back up for us. Perfectly timed. I should just disrespect him and hit him with this. I bet you Liquidation actually does more damage than Leech Life and Rain. It just seems too real. And we Wave Crash because that's all we can do. That's all Sharkeisha know. But I bet you this does like 60. I bet you this does 60 even at the defensive Politoed in Rain. With Water Bubble, man. Damn, okay. So the boys came in big. Scarf Sharkeisha. Oh, they couldn't stop her. After I triple protected turn 1. Turned out perfect. Just as we drew it up. You know, Hydrapple there would not have done a lot. Man, GG, long game, wow. Okay, folks, and for this one, this team recently won a pretty big BGC tournament here, running Coil, Hypnosis, Muddy Water, Melodic here. But, you know, my team, what I'm thinking here is that the most important thing is to lead Oranguru, get Hydrapple some little screen time here, run Araquanid and Scoblin in the back. And yes, this is post-commentary. You know, while I was playing, I was just so locked in that I could not unfocus. And I need to just focus in. Couldn't commentary. But I am trying to think of what he's leading here. So I'm always thinking that he's going to lead. When I see Venusaur, Charizard, that is such an instant lead. Sneasler is also a positive lead for somebody like this. Running Fake Out, Dire Claw, Close Combat, CC, the potential coaching. There's a lot of different options here. And this team is pretty popular, so it's kind of how you match up into it. He actually leads Sneasler and Charizard here against Scovillain and my Oranguru. And regardless of what he does, setting up a Trick Room here, I don't think he can kill me even if he Heat Waves and close combats. I really think he can't. And on top of that, I can just Mega with Scovillain, Rage Powder to avoid a potential Fake Out if I'm faster. And even if he does fake out my Oranguru, it's pretty useless because I can't be flinched. He does maybe 20 damage to me, and and then Charizard can't kill any of these guys in one. I feel
like we're gonna die.
So he Mega Evolves Charizard. It's Charizard Y. He does get the Sun up here. I Scovillain Protect because I do have Moody instead of Chlorophyll. I think it can be a little bit of banter here. He actually does not know anything about Fake Out and Inner Focus. So, I do get the Trick Room off. He Weather Balls into Scovillain because he does see Scovillain as a threat. I get the Trick Room up, which does let me, and I get the defense raise by 2, attack -1, which does benefit me. Because if Sneasler happens to change moves here into maybe a Dire Claw and a Heat Wave, it probably could kill Scovillain. However, as you can see here, I go for the very, very cheeky Encore into Rage Powder. So, he absolutely is going to be stuck with Sneasler using Fake Out here. And then any move that he wants to go with on Scovillain, he's going to live. Because if it's not a spread move, what's he going for? If he goes for Heat Wave, I'm living on both easy. He cannot go for Solar Beam 4 times resisted. I've never seen a Charizard actually run Air Slash or Hurricane. And he's not running... There's no way he's not running Protect here. So, he Heat Waves kind of like I thought. Does actually a lot of damage in Drought. But, you know, as you can see, I do live it. Encored him into Fake Out. So I'm thinking, hey, this is a pretty easy chance to Psychic Charizard, Chudzard. Because he's locking a Fake Out. He's got to switch here is really what I'm thinking. I'm like, he's got to switch out. There's no way you're just going to leave a Sneasler in with Fake Out when it can't use it because Champions is a little broken. And some mechanics and abilities actually do not work the way they should. And I might actually throw in a clip here that I got of a Golurk who should have Unseen Fist that did not break through Protect. So, he goes for Heat Wave one more time. Oranguru's down. He did his job. A crit on Araquanid here is really... It's a little unfortunate, but he does live. And I guess when you Encore Sneasler into Fake Out, he actually starts struggling, which is extremely interesting. Because normally you can use that move and then it will just fail, but in this case in Champions, when you Encore something like that, he actually struggles. And since he got the Sun up for me, I can use a Growth to get a nice +2 attack, +2 special attack. And there's no way he's killing me with a Heat Wave or any one move because Sneaser's useless, has to swap out. Charizard cannot kill Hydrapple in one because I am Focus Sash. So, and just the icing on top of the cake, he protects here. I go for the Araquanid on the case that he actually does happen to live and goes for a Heat Wave. He stays in with Sneasler. I get a huge growth. This is a pretty solid turn for me. Sneasler keeps struggling. Pops my Sash, but I have enough bulk in the Hydrapple that I really do think that it actually cannot KO me. I got one turn of Trick Room left, so if the Sneasler does have Protect, this is when he'll click it or he'll swap out. I cannot see him leaving Sneasler in here. It doesn't make sense with Trick Room potentially going away. Oranguru dead. There's just no reason for him to stay in, but he does.
Oh my God,
so I get to Fickle Beam the Charizard, KO him easy with being +2. He stays in with Sneasler. I knock him out with Liquidation because my boy Araquanid here. I don't trust a lot of guys with 6 legs, but Araquanid, I trust with my life. So Trick Room goes away, Sun goes away, and I still KO him in Sun because Water Bubble is such a good ability. He brings out Ensign, Shiny Ensign, and Grill Boss, who is a Garchomp.
And
So,
Ryan said we were dead.
I think that he's really got, you know, with the Garchomp here, like, what's he going to do that's going to KO me? I can't name a single thing. He might Dragon Claw me, maybe, and that might KO. I haven't really run the calc on that yet, but I think I have enough bulk and Hydrapple that I could probably live, but I go ahead and protect here because if he does any spread moves or anything else, Araquanid is much, much better in the back, being at not being at -1 because it Intimidate, and with the sun being permanently gone, Araquanid is much more useful in the back. I can get rid of Skullvillain, who doesn't do a lot here. He fakes out, I live, and then he Dragon Claws here, so I have a nice protect. My idea going into this is, you know what? Skullvillain lives. He lives 100% because I could Rage Powder with Skullvillain. But I end up switching into Araquanid here so I can get the Regenerator on Hydrapple, bringing me back to full in case some things do not go my way. And then I can actually live one, KO both. Granted, I don't think I'm faster than Incineroar, even if it's min speed. But I go for the Rage Powder here in case he wants to go for a spread move, whatever it is. Neutering Garchomp here with a burn is huge. It really doesn't matter that Skullvillain goes down because it kind of served his purpose. So I Rage Powder, he Dragon Claws, he gets burned. He then Throat Chops my Hydrapple, which really doesn't do much. It maybe does 70. I Fickle Beam at +2. Girl Boss is dead, and it's hilarious that he's a girl boss, but he's a male Garchomp.
He's a man. Men in women's fields. You see, that was a male Garchomp with that name. That's funny. He can't KO both.
It was a little funny. So we bring in a Araquanid here because there's absolutely no way he can KO me or KO both. Going for a Protect here is probably throwing the entire game. So go for a nice Liquidation into Fickle Beam because there's just no way he can KO me. There's no way he can win both. He Flare Blitzes with Hydrapple, who lives, who only takes 100 damage. So that bolt's coming in big. Takes some recoil. Araquanid KOs clean.
My bad.
He was not intimidated, but clean from 83%. Like this guy is a Araquanid is a very, very solid anti-meta, anti-Incineroar pick. You got a spread move, he's got wide guard. You want to try to burn him? Impossible. Not that I've seen many people go for burn, but that ties up that game, pops us up into Ultra Ball tier, rank 3, on a win streak, and Hydrapple is just solid, man. He's my boy. So let's go ahead and get to the next game here, which is against a potential Tailwind team, and maybe a Mega Charizard X, could be a Mega Charizard Y. But as you can see from the start, I already know what my team's going to be. We wait a little while for him, and then we get into the game. So let's see what my boy Calvin here pops up. And I think he's, Aerodactyl, Aegislash. So what I'm thinking here is that he's probably going to go for a very easy, he could go for a Tailwind to make sure Aegislash is faster than the rest, but Trick Room is just so good right now.
I'm dead.
It's having min speed, making sure you always guarantee that you're the first one moving is just such an, I don't even know if it's the right word, but it might be infallible. It could just be infallible.
18.
You having, being in control of moving first and moving second is just so key, and when you only have 4 mons, if you see something like this, just keeping track of the speed is so big. So whether you do it with Tailwind or +2, maybe you try to Dragon Dance, Trick Room just solves all of that, and it's so good. Oranguru being able to be, you cannot be flinched, cannot be taunted or encored with that one mental herb. He is the best Trick Room setter. Some people really like running for Rigorath, but I think Oranguru is so much better simply for the fact that he also gets Instruct, which is really good in Trick Room. You can double up on somebody. Shout out to that Mega Golurk team that was pretty big. But let's get into the first turn here. Aerodactyl hits us with a dual wing beat. And as you can see, that dual wing beat does half damage on that second one. letting me potentially live an extra dual wing beat, and now Aerodactyl is neutered. So, any attacks he wants to go for, just can't, you know, they're not going to do much to Oranguru or Scovillain. I could probably live, I could rip off an Overheat here and an Aegislash, because if he tries to protect again, you know, if he gets it, that's fine, but he might just swap out here. We don't really know what he might be up to yet. I'm kind of, the first 2 turns are very much feeling out, and he swapped something else. Like, what's he? What am I going to overheat into? Into a poor Basulegion. So Encore fails there. A little unfortunate, but I missed my overheat, which is much more unfortunate. He hits me with a dual wing beat because he's burned. I do not KO. Now, this is the female Basulegion, which is more specially attack oriented.
Ew, it's that Basulegion.
But I can still get a Psychic off or an Encore on a something here. And I actually decide to instruct my Scovillain. And I was gonna lead sheet. So that I okay, he protected. So maybe in hindsight, this is not the best move to pick here. But okay, I didn't instruct. I ended up psychicking the Aerodactyl because it does a little bit of damage. We kind of want him weak in case we do need to KO him with something in the back. And any kind of trip damage on him is really good. He can't do much. So keeping him burned, and for whatever reason keeping him in, I think the opponent really should have swapped him out here and kept him in the back once Trick Room runs out for either speed control or just to kind of do a little chip damage on here. But keeping Aerodactyl in here is just, it's not a great move for him. I go ahead and Encore Basulegion into Protect, which I'm going to get off first because most likely he's Scarfed. If not, he's much faster than I am, and I can get that off. So, what do I go for? A little bit of an Encore, and then a Hydrapple here. He's going to lock into a move to get rid of this Aerodactyl and bring out something else in the back.
Heck yeah,
just protect him for life. Yeah, that's fine with me.
Ends up bringing out the Charizard. I rip a Fickle Beam, and it's going all out, which does double the attack, making it a 160 base power move. Completely obliterating Aerodactyl here, sending him back into the Stone Age. I Encore once again, which is kind of putting enough pressure on him because he's swapping. He's not getting much out of it, but I'm getting a free attack.
I believe this is a farewell.
He brings back in Aegislash and Charizard. I got 1 turn of Trick Room. I'm thinking that, hey, you know what?
Oh.
He probably can't do much here. I swap into a Arachnid on Oranguru so I can maybe set up the Trick Room later in case I really do need it.
Oh, you have a lot of health.
No,
and he could double protect on Charizard and Aegislash here.
Not yet.
But I'm not too sure. I do want to set up. I guess I go for the Trick Room again. No. Okay, I was gonna say there's no way I go for the Trick Room to get rid of it.
I thought at least when they buffed him,
I go for the Instruct on the Hydrapple, which is something I've been waiting for all year. Hydrapple uses Fickle, brings Charizard down to 60, and I guess he's not Mega?
Yes.
But I get to Instruct again because Instruct is such a unique move. I get to go one more time, and this time I go all out, which is absolutely overkill on Charizard. Now, I don't think that crit mattered, but seeing him Fickle Beam twice is... icing on the cake. He stance changes here, and no matter what he uses, I'm going to be able to live.
We actually beat it.
With Oranguru being a normal Psychic type, being able to completely be immune to Ghost moves is just so good. The same thing that Farigiraf has going for him. But I think Oranguru just does it better with being able to Instruct, not having, not worrying about Hyperpole, having a good, strong Psychic move into Sneasler right now, which is really strong, and just having like a nice chip. I just think Oranguru is a much better Trick Room setter than Farigiraf. So what do I do? He's in stance change, right?
I think we gotta get that chip.
I really think that he's probably in a King Shield here, because if not, then Aegislash just takes a bajillion damage. My Hydrapple matches up very well into that Basulegion here. unless he has something like Ice Fang. I'm a little bulky on the guy, but erect when it just dies. It being minus,
That health bar
it
did
being
not slow down
plus
once.
100 or plus 150, I think at this point with 2 dead, does a lot of damage. He Ironhead crits me, which is a little unfortunate, but thankfully I cannot be flinched because I think with a crit it was gonna flinch. I set up Trick Room one more time, bring in Hydrapple with a little more HP, thanks to Regenerator. I still don't. Every once in a while, I want to run. Was it super sweet syrup or something? Whatever that other ability is on Hydrapple that lowers your accuracy or speed. But I just.
In the Giga Drain?
It does not. It's not smart to run to Trick Room. So,
No matter what,
I pop a nice Giga Drain, and Aegislash has got to protect. Trick Room being up, it's a very obvious protect. If not, then, good on him for making that read.
Dead Bask.
But I read him a little bit. He
Good
double
next turn,
protects,
guys.
which isn't kind of the end of the turn. Well, it is. It actually is the end of the turn, but it's not the end of the game. Because what is he going to do next turn? It's going to be the same exact scenario next turn, and what are you going to do? So I hit him with an Encore here. I might be slower than Aegislash. I might not be slower. I'm pretty sure with the Trick Room setup, we've guaranteed that I've been faster than him. But there's absolutely no way that the Basulegion and the Aegislash can KO my Oranguru and Hydrapple. I just have a lot more health here, and I have kind of the better moves. With Aegislash going into offensive mode, it swaps its attack for its defenses, and it's pretty much just a sitting duck.
I thought Aegislash followed me.
What's that little rotom telling in your ear, bro? You telling you the odds right now in the fight? Oh,
0.
Tries out protecting.
And now I got my sash.
Doesn't save him. I'm able to actually Giga Drain enough back to get the full. Even if he has some miraculous move that could KO me, he's not popping Sash and doing it and KOing me. Even if he did by complete magic or utter hacks, then I have Oranguru in the back. And yeah, he quits the forfeit. So this team is kind of working out pretty well. I might try it out a little bit more because I do really like Hydrapple. Seeing him work here in Trick Room brings a smile to my heart. So, hey, if you guys really enjoyed the video, subscribe, drop a like, and maybe let me know what Pokemon you want to see try to be used next, because I do think a lot of Pokemon can be used, except for Mega Chimecho. That guy is pretty bad. I've tried using him on a team, and oh man, he's a whole other being. But I'll see you guys in the next one.